What it does. Terraform is an infrastructure as code (IAC) tool that allows you to define and manage your cloud and on-premises infrastructure using a human-readable configuration file. With Terraform and AWS, you can provision and manage AWS resources such as EC2 instances, S3 buckets, and VPCs using a simple and consistent syntax. Command/example. Breaking it down. In this example, we're using Terraform to provision an EC2 instance, an S3 bucket, and a VPC on AWS. We start by installing Terraform on a Linux system and creating a new Terraform configuration file, main. TF. We then define the AWS provider and specify the region where we want to create our resources. We create a new VPC using the AWS_VPC resource and specify the CIDR block for the VPC. We then create a new subnet using the AWS_subnet resource and specify the VPC ID, CIDR block, and availability zone for the subnet. Next, we create a new EC2 instance using the AWS_instance resource and specify the AMI, instance type, and subnet ID for the instance. We also create a new S3 bucket using the AWS_S3_bucket resource and specify the bucket name and ACL for the bucket. Finally, we initialize the Terraform working directory using the Terraform init command, validate the Terraform configuration file using the Terraform validate command, and apply the Terraform configuration file using the Terraform apply command. Common mistakes. One common mistake is forgetting to specify the region attribute in the provider block, which can cause Terraform to default to the US East 1 region. Another common mistake is using an invalid or outdated AMI ID for the EC2 instance, which can cause the instance to fail to launch. To fix these mistakes, make sure to specify the correct region in the provider block and use a valid and up-to-date AMI ID for the EC2 instance. You can use the AWS CLI or the AWS Management Console to find the latest AMI IDs for your region. Try this next. Try creating a new Terraform configuration file that provisions a new RDS instance and a new Elastic Beanstalk environment. Use the AWS_DB_instance resource to create the RDS instance and the AWS_Elastic_Beanstalk_environment resource to create the Elastic Beanstalk environment. Pro tip: when using Terraform with AWS, it's essential to use a consistent naming convention for your resources and to keep your Terraform configuration files organized and up to date. You can use Terraform's built-in Terraform FMT command to format your configuration files and make them more readable. Additionally, make sure to use the correct Terraform version for your AWS region and to keep your Terraform installation up to date. You can use the Terraform version command to check the version of Terraform you're running and the Terraform upgrade command to upgrade to the latest version. What it does. The Terraform init command initializes the Terraform working directory and prepares it for use. This command creates the necessary files and directories for Terraform to manage your infrastructure. Command/example. Breaking it down. When you run the Terraform init command, Terraform creates a new directory called Terraform in your working directory. This directory contains the necessary files and directories for Terraform to manage your infrastructure, including the Terraform TF state file, which stores the state of your infrastructure. The Terraform init command also checks for the presence of a Terraform block in your configuration file and verifies that the specified provider is installed and configured correctly. Common mistakes. One common mistake is running the Terraform init command in the wrong directory or with the wrong configuration file. This can cause Terraform to create a new working directory in the wrong location or to use the wrong configuration file. To fix this mistake, make sure to run the Terraform init command in the correct directory and with the correct configuration file. You can use the Terraform chter option to specify the directory where you want to run the command. Try this next. Try running the Terraform init command with the input equals false option to disable interactive input. This can be useful when running Terraform in a non-interactive environment, such as a CI/CD pipeline. Pro tip: when using Terraform, it's essential to keep your working directory organized and up to date. You can use the Terraform fmt command to format your configuration files and make them more readable. Additionally, make sure to use a consistent naming convention for your resources and to keep your Terraform configuration files version controlled using a tool like Git. What it does. The Terraform validate command validates the Terraform configuration file and checks for any errors or warnings. This command helps you catch mistakes and errors in your configuration file before applying it to your infrastructure. Command/example. Breaking it down. When you run the Terraform validate command, Terraform checks the syntax and semantics of your configuration file and reports any errors or warnings. This command helps you catch mistakes such as invalid syntax, undefined variables, and missing or incorrect attributes. The Terraform validate command also checks for any deprecated or removed resources, attributes, or properties in your configuration file. Common mistakes. One common mistake is ignoring the output of the Terraform validate command or not running it at all. This can cause Terraform to apply an invalid or incorrect configuration to your infrastructure, leading to errors or unexpected behavior. To fix this mistake, make sure to run the Terraform validate command regularly and address any errors or warnings reported by the command. You can use the Terraform validate command with the JSON option to output the results in JSON format, which can be useful for automated testing and validation. Try this next. Try running the Terraform validate command with the check variables option to check for any undefined or unused variables in your configuration file. Pro tip: when using Terraform, it's essential to use a consistent and robust validation process to ensure the accuracy and correctness of your configuration files. You can use the Terraform validate command as part of your CI/CD pipeline to automate the validation process and catch mistakes early. Additionally, make sure to use a version control system like Git to track changes to your Terraform configuration files and to collaborate with your team. This can help you manage different versions of your configuration files and to roll back to a previous version if needed.